Paul and Silas bound in jail.
When people tell me nothing has changed, I think, are you nuts? Come on. When I was the age of my students, I couldn't go to a movie theater. I couldn't be a policeman in downtown Atlanta. I could be a policeman, as a matter of fact, but I couldn't arrest white people. There's just a raft of things I could not do. And I can do all these things now. If you tell me things have not changed enough, I'll say, absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Keep your hands on the plow.
Today, we have the honor of welcoming Mr. Julian Bond back to Dartmouth. As I stand here today, as a vice president at Dartmouth, I know I have greatly benefited from your drive, your determination, and would personally like to thank you for your work and congratulate you on this one accomplishment that you now have the pleasure of witnessing. Mr. Bond, welcome back to Dartmouth and to the Hood.
I'm happy to be here today, and happy you have chosen to mount Witness, Art, and Civil Rights of the 60s in your museum. What museums display, and what they teach, and how they display and teach it, confirms what's important in our lives, past and present. This was a people's movement. Most of those who made the movement were not famous. They were the faceless, the marchers with tired feet, the protesters beaten back by fire hoses and billy clubs. When we celebrate the 1964 Civil Rights Act, as this exhibit does, we celebrate them.
Brown baby, as you grow up.
I was just wondering what the word activism means to you.
Some activism, some activity for social justice. Marching, protesting, organizing, being engaged in some way or the other over a period of time to shift the needle from here to here.
We have to fight, although we have to cry.
Well, I'll tell you how I got involved in the movement. I went to Morehouse College in Atlanta, College for Black Men, and one day I was sitting in a cafeteria across the street from my college, and a man came up whom I knew only as an older student, and he held up a newspaper to me and he said, "Have you seen this?" And the story said, "Greensboro students sit in for third day." And it told how for the third day in a row, black students in Greensboro, North Carolina, went to the local Woolworths department store and bought stuff over here, stuff over here, stuff over here, then went to the lunch counter and sat down and asked to be served. And he said, "Had you seen this?" I said, "Yes, I saw that." He said, "What do you think about it?" I said, "It's wonderful, that's great, that's fabulous. I'm so glad it's happening." He said, "Don't you think it ought to happen here in Atlanta where we are?" I said, "It's going to happen here in Atlanta. Somebody's going to make it happen here in Atlanta." And he said, "Why don't we make it happen here?" And before I could say, "What do you mean we?" he said, "You take this side of the cafe, I'll take the other side, and we'll make sure it happens." I think we all have work to do. Every single one of us in this room has work to do, and he and she needs to find something to be active in. Join some group, get engaged in something. You can do it, you've got the time, you've got the energy, and we're looking for great things from you. So thank you.